Week 10 sneaky sleepers. These players have the potential to break out, but before I get into them, welcome to the playlist. Thank you for kicking it. I am Jimsy. This is Fantasy on Repeat. And like I said, these players, man, don't sleep on them. We're going to go right into it. We're going to talk about Woody Marks. He is the rookie running back for the Texans. He is a good sneaky start in Week 10. If you want to know why, Nick Chubb is hurt. He has a foot injury, and he didn't practice all week. Marks steps into that role. And also, CJ Stroud, he is out with a concussion. Texans will lean on the run, meaning more opportunities for Marks, and versatility is key. He can run, he can catch. It adds value in PPR leagues, and usage has been trending up all season. He has a favorable matchup. The Jags defense has struggled against running backs, and they boost Marks' floor and ceiling. Even if Nick Chubb were to play, Marks could still get more touches. In Week 4 versus the Titans, he had 27.9 PPR fantasy points, RB6 on the week, 119 scrimmage yards, rushing and receiving touchdowns. He has explosive potential when he is given the chance. So in the end for Woody Marks, man, he is versatile, high upside flex option. With Chubb's injury and CJ Stroud out, that should mean more opportunities. Marks could pay off huge this week. And my next sneaky sleeper is hopefully getting his RB1 potential back. This is going to be Jordan Mason. He is the Vikings running back, so why should you consider him? Because Jones hurt his shoulder in Week 9. If he were to miss any time, Jordan Mason becomes the lead back, and the volume alone boosts his fantasy relevance. And the matchup helps because the Vikings are going to face the Ravens. The Ravens allowed the 4th most fantasy points to RBs last week. Even a modest performance could yield some points. And you should be on the cautious side because Aaron Jones plans to play, but Mason's role would shrink drastically, and there's not much involvement in the passing game, and his previous starts as the lead back were underwhelming. His limited agility and routes reducing ceiling in PPR formats. But in Week 3, he had 16 carries, 116 yards, 2 rushing touchdowns, RB11 on the week. And that game looks like it was an outlier because in his 3 other recent games, Mason totaled just 96 total yards and 1 touchdown. He's averaging 5.3 points per game. His big Week 3 performance was largely due to outside run blocking zone and not from his own explosiveness. If Jones were to sit, Mason is definitely a sneaky flex, and if Jones were to play, he might be a bench player. But I just feel like Kevin O'Connell has plans for Jordan Mason. There's no reason for him to put him on the squad and just let him sit there. I still see the potential in Jordan Mason. And my next player, I feel like a lot of people are not talking about him enough, and I feel like he can surprise big time. This is going to be Tez Johnson, the wide receiver for the Buccaneers. And why should you start him? Because Mike Evans is out. He has a broken collarbone. Johnson moves up the depth chart. Clear path to targets, and consistent production helps. Before the Week 9 bye, he is wide receiver 24 in half PPR formats. He scored 2 touchdowns over 4 weeks, at least 43 receiving yards in each game, and the matchup's going to favor him. He's going against the Patriots in Week 10. The Patriots secondary allows wide receiver production. Top 24 wide receiver, he shows immediate ceiling, and the injuries increase his opportunities. Tez Johnson, sneaky flex, the targets are there, production is proven, matchup is favorable. And my next sneaky sleeper is going to be Demario Pop Douglas. He is a Patriots slot receiver. He's a sneaky start in Week 10. He has an expanded role. He is used in the slot and the backfield, and that creates mismatches. He has a vertical threat. He stretches the field. In Week 9, he had a 58-yard reception and a career-high 100 receiving yards. Also scored a touchdown. He has a strong QB connection, and Drake May has been efficient. Trust and the chemistry are rising, and that's going to boost his fantasy ceiling. That role in the rapport, that is just upside. It is not a one-game fluke. In Week 9, that shows his deep playability, high fantasy ceiling, and Douglas, he's a great flex option. His volume is increasing, and he has big play potential written all over it. Another sneaky sleeper I got is a key red zone target. This is going to be Mark Andrews. He is a primary tight end for the Ravens, and he is attached to this high-powered offense. Lamar Jackson trusts him. It's a favorable matchup. The Vikings struggle versus tight ends. They're the 5th most fantasy points allowed since Week 5. He's a reliable weekly contributor. That's elite scoring ability, and that's high ceiling. In that Week 9, he had that 3 targets and 2 receptions up for 22 yards and 2 touchdowns, giving you 16.2 PPR fantasy points. He's efficient, he's explosive, and that's fantasy gold. And my last sneaky sleeper, he's coming up in the trust factor. This is going to be Khalil Shakir. He is the Buffalo slot receiver, and he's a sneaky sleeper in Week 10. And why? He has a favorable matchup against the Dolphins. The Dolphins struggle versus the slot. Since Week 5, they give the 10th most PPR points per target and the 7th highest passer rating to slot receivers. And Shakir got 14.5 PPR points and a touchdown earlier this season against them. He's a reliable target, trusted by Josh Allen. He is in the short and intermediate game. 6 of 8 games, he has 11 plus fantasy points, and 3 of the last 4 games, 7 plus targets. He has a red zone role. He is a primary red zone target. He has 8 targets inside the 20 yards. He has a floor plus touchdown upside. He's efficient and consistent. He has a 2.06 yards per route run. He's he's given at least 50 receiving yards per game. He makes plays when given the opportunity. Shakir can definitely exploit some weaknesses. He has high efficiency performance expected, and his ceiling is rising for week 10. Shakir is a reliable flex. Targets are there. Matchup favors him. Touchdown upside is present. All right, y'all. Those are my sneaky sleepers for week 10. Again, these guys can surprise the league, so I want to put you on notice and put you on game. And I appreciate y'all for rocking with the playlist. Thank you for kicking it. And I hope you guys go out there and get the W. I'll chop it up with you guys on Monday when I drop the waiver wire video. Until next time, though, man. Fantasy on repeat. Jimsy is out. Peace.